Well, we have several components that I would plan on changing the game. One thing that we're doing in Atlanta Southwest is focusing on holistic economic development. And when we say holistic, it's going to involve, improving our human capital, which is the people around there. But we're trying to focus on minimum displacement. We're not trying to displace people. We're trying to work with what we have. So that's why I wanted to put that out there for us. So we're looking at number one, improving our people, which means working with our local schools, making sure that these youth of these schools have the air that they need. Because once you get the youth on board, then you will have people that want to come back here, creating opportunities for them that they have here in these schools versus parents have to lie to put them in other schools across town and other communities. Number two, we got to start doing some business development. In return to that, we got to look at our quality business that needs some help. And we would like to work with other partners such as the SBA, Invest Atlanta, and various other economic development entities where we look at helping them improve their vacays, their storefronts, we provide training to where we can help them stay in business, improve their appearances, improve their customer service. Definitely focus on those that are serious in business. Number three, a new economic development strategy that focuses on business that we need. They may not be the larger corporations.
That's what I was about to say, yeah.
We have businesses that are doing well in other areas across town with similar demographics. We would like to go to those areas, talk to these business owners and say, hey, we would like to shop you around the Southwest Atlanta to get you to come over here and be a partner with us. That would require us partnering with landowners, property owners to where we can cut deals to bring these businesses here because they need to give us a trial, and we understand that business is a risk, and the business wants to know their return on investment. They want to minimize their risk, and at the end of the day, they want to make money. So we want to definitely bring them over here. Go ahead.
And one of the things that we want also is we want certain kinds of businesses in our communities. All right, we have enough liquor stores. We don't need any more of those. We have enough hair shops. We don't need any more of those. We got enough grease spoons, little mom and pop 5 and dime restaurants. We have enough of those. We wouldn't mind bringing in nice small corporate restaurants and other businesses that will attract people to our community. When you have a certain kind of business in your community, it's going to attract a certain kind of clientele, and that's one thing we're trying to do as well. And that's one thing we're trying to do as far as the CID with the parcels as well with Greenbrier Mall, is try to do things to make the community better with different kind of businesses, a variety of different kind of businesses that'll bring different kind of shoppers to the area.
We also have to bring some job centers down here too, because one of the things that we lack is a lunch crowd. So as long as you don't have businesses that employ large numbers of people, we're talking at least 20 to 50 to 100, where they're gonna need a place to go eat, a place to do things for their lunch break. That's hurting us as well, because we don't have, and that's why Cascade Road, who has demographics, can't attract the Cheesecake Factories, can't attract the Benny Hunters, because they say, hey, y'all look great, y'all here, but the problem is everybody who lives here is not here during the daytime that will come here to eat lunch.
And that's one thing that I realized too with my research, what a lot of restaurants do, a lot of restaurants base if they're gonna have a good lunch crowd in the community before they put a restaurant in that community. And that's one thing that I know that the Olive Garden does. They'll check to see how that community looks, if they'll have a good lunch crowd, because if everybody comes home at 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, they'll have a decent dinner. But then, I mean, you can't just have the restaurant run off a lunch or dinner sales. You have to have lunch sales as well. And that's what a lot of restaurants do. They base it off if we're gonna have lunch sales in their community before they bring a restaurant in your community. And that's what we just talk about what we have to do.
We'll also start marketing our area as well too. That's gonna be another thing of not only marketing to outsiders. We have people who want to come who are tired of the 1 hour commute from the Gwinnett counties, the 1 hour commute from the Henry counties. They're looking to this area to tell them to give us a look, to give us a serious consideration. And we have to make sure that our housing stock is diverse. We recognize that Atlanta's prices are going up. We have houses now in the Metropolitan Parkway area that are starting at $3,000-$4,000. We know that we have to address the housing issue. So we have to look at housing stock. We have to also look at places for affordable retailing and affordable businesses. So this is bigger than just us. This is going to bring a lot of people to the table.
Right.
A lot of people that want to work together for the greater good, because you're dealing with people who own this property. You know, we get that people want to make money. We get that. So this is going to require unique partnerships in getting those business owners, in terms of the restaurants, in terms of the retailing, who can understand, who have a business model that's conducive. There's a lot of restaurants that do very well at night. And when it comes to these businesses, and I know we're harping on that industry, for example, is we people want a place where they can bring their family. We're not looking for no more turn-up places,
Right.
no more places where you go dance and get drunk, whatever. You want a place where you can take your family, take your elderly relatives, take your child, especially when you got daddy duty for our single dads out there, or single moms that want to take the children out to eat after a long week. We want to have those type of family environments, but it takes us to come out there, so it's going to take also big on marketing. We have to market this place and let people know that we are a destination, we are a place. So there are so many moving components to this, to where you have to kind of walk, chew gum, bounce a basketball, read a book, and think at the same time, because there's so many things that we can't just say. People say, well, why don't you focus on this? Okay, well, we got to do this, you got to also have to do that.
Right. With Atlanta's population growing so much now, and so many people trying to move back into the city to cut down on the commutes for work and things, where the average person commutes to work now is almost an hour every day. That's a long time to be in your car. So with a lot of people trying to move back into the city, what we need to do is market Southwest Atlanta, so as they leave the suburbs and try to come back into the city, they'll think about coming to Southwest Atlanta. Okay, they have this over here. They have that over there. This is something a park that I could take my kids to, a dog park, for me to take my dog. Those are things that we have to put in Southwest Atlanta in order for people to want to come live over here, and that has a lot to do with the marketing spot.